They say money doesn't grow on trees. But what if it did? What if there was a magical tree in your backyard that produced $100 bills every day for 10 years? Would you cut down that tree after 10 years or keep it around for another 10 years? Most people would take the money and run with it. That's only natural. But the real secret to wealth is realizing that tree is still there in your backyard printing money even though you haven't seen it for a while. This sounds crazy, but let me explain. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to use this simple analogy to make more money in 2025 than you ever have before. I want you to picture a little girl who lives in a small village. Her name is Lily and she works at her family's lemonade stand. She spends all day making the world's best lemonade and customers love it. But business is slow and hardly anyone comes into the village during the week. So on weekends, they sell hundreds of cups of lemonade, but during the week, only a few cups. One day, Lily sees an advertisement on TV about a magic lamp. If she rubs it, the lamp will grant her 3 wishes. Without hesitation, she knows exactly what to do. Her first wish is to get rid of all the weekdays. She wishes for only weekends to exist. The lamp grants her wish and poof, Monday through Friday vanish into thin air. At first, Lily is thrilled. Every day is filled with sunshine, lemonade, and happiness. But after a few weeks, she notices something strange. No one comes into town anymore. Everyone has left because no one wants to work when there is no time to rest. Soon, Lily finds herself alone in an empty village. All she has is her family and a few loyal customers who refuse to leave. She runs to the lamp and wishes for people to return to the village. The lamp grants her wish and poof, everyone is back. They're happy to be back and business booms. In fact, it's so good that they can't keep up with demand. They're selling lemonade all day and night. A few months go by and Lily finds herself once again alone in an empty village. Everyone has left again because they're working around the clock and don't have any free time. Lily feels terrible. She never imagined this could happen. She quickly runs to the lamp and says, "I wish for everyone to return and for us to work only on weekends." The lamp grants her wish and poof, everyone is back and the village is bustling again. But this time, something is different. While everyone else is thrilled to be back, Lily's family isn't so excited. They say, "Why should we only work on weekends? We can work hard all week and then relax on the weekend." At first, Lily doesn't understand what they're talking about. She just wants to sell lemonade and make people happy. But as the weeks go by, she realizes something important. If you only work when you feel like, no one will want to work with you. And if no one wants to work with you, you won't make any money. This is the harsh truth about money. You have to put in the work to see the results. Most people want to get rich without doing anything. They dream of finding a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but that doesn't exist. The pot of gold is right where you are right now. It's not easy to find, but once you do, you'll have more money than you know what to do with. This brings me to our next story. A young man named Ben always felt like he was behind. While studying in college, he saw his friends getting internships and job offers, but he couldn't get any. He tried everything, but nothing seemed to work. Ben felt hopeless until he met a wise professor who told him the secret to success. "You need to become indispensable," the professor said. "Find something you're good at and become the best at it in the world. Then people will pay you a lot of money." Ben didn't understand at first, but the professor explained. "Think of yourself as a cup of coffee. People might drink you once in a while, but they won't remember you for long. But if you become the best coffee in the world, people will always come back for more. They'll even pay a premium price because you're worth it." This made sense to Ben, so he started looking for something he was passionate about. He tried many things, but nothing stuck. Just when he was about to give up, he remembered something he loved as a kid: video games. He decided to become the best video game designer in the world. So he went back to school and studied computer science. He worked tirelessly, learning everything he could about video games. After 4 years, he was ready to find a job. He applied to dozens of companies, but couldn't get in. Discouraged, he was about to give up when he got a call from his favorite video game company. They wanted him to design their next big hit. Ben was ecstatic. He worked harder than he ever had before. In the end, he created such an amazing game that the company became a household name. Ben became one of the most successful video game designers in the world and earned millions of dollars. He was finally living the life he always dreamed of. Looking back, Ben realized that the key to his success was becoming indispensable. If he had given up, he would have never become the best video game designer in the world and earned millions. Now, you might be thinking, that's great for him, but how does this apply to me? The truth is, the world is changing rapidly and new opportunities are popping up everywhere. But most people are too afraid to take advantage of them. They stick to the same old jobs and don't take risks. But if you want to make real money, you have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone. This brings me to the final story. In the 1970s, a man named Bill Gates was working at a software company. One day, he had an idea to create a software program that would allow multiple users to share a computer. He called it the Lakeside. Bill showed the program to his boss, but he wasn't interested. "It's a nice idea, but we don't have the resources to develop it right now," he said. Bill was disappointed, but he knew his boss was right. So he shelved the idea and went back to his regular job. But Bill couldn't stop thinking about the program. He believed it could be a huge success, but his boss wasn't convinced. After several months, Bill finally quit his job and started his own company. He called it Microsoft. Bill's first product was the Lakeside system. It was an instant success, and soon Microsoft became one of the most valuable companies in the world. Bill became one of the richest men in the world and changed the way we live, work, and play. The moral of this story is that sometimes you have to take risks in order to succeed. Bill could have stayed at his job and kept doing what he was doing, but he didn't. He took a risk and started his own company, and it paid off big time. And that's why I say the real secret to wealth is realizing that the tree is still there in your backyard printing money even though you haven't seen it for a while. There are new opportunities popping up everywhere, but most people are too afraid to take advantage of them. They stick to the same old jobs and don't take risks. But if you want to make real money, you have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone. For example, the internet is growing at an incredible rate. In fact, there are now over 5 billion internet users in the world, and this number is growing every day. This means there are billions of people who could potentially buy your products or services. But most people don't take advantage of this because they don't know how to market themselves online. This is why I created a free course to teach you the basics of online marketing. In this course, I'll show you how to build a website, create content, run ads, and generate leads. Even if you've never done any of this before, by the end of this course, you'll have a basic understanding of how to market yourself online. I don't want to see another person go through life without ever achieving their financial goals. I know what it's like to struggle financially, and it's not a fun place to be. I've created this course to help people just like you achieve their financial goals. So if you're struggling financially, don't worry, help is on the way. All you have to do is click the link below and sign up for the free course. Once you complete the course, you'll be one step closer to achieving your financial goals. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.